So, did anyone else have the misfortune to fly with some bad eggs?
What do you mean by bad eggs?
There are no bad eggs among our cousins, just some less fortunate.
No, some were just really bad.
I'm still not fully understanding.
She means our cousins that just weren't cut out for war.
Oh,
I mean, let's tread carefully on this. I'd prefer to avoid speaking ill of the dead, and most of our less successful family members aren't around anymore.
I mean, I'm not coming from a place of hate or anything. I was mostly just curious if you all had some bad results with aircraft development like we did.
yup.
Definitely did.
Often enough to be annoying.
There, see? That wasn't so hard. Anyone have any examples?
Remember Grafe?
Oh, good lord, yes. Greif was the source of a lot of stress for us.
Greif? Wasn't she one of your bombers?
Yes, but she wasn't nearly as helpful as the bombers you all had.
Why not?
Mostly her obsessive inclination towards pyromania.
Wouldn't wanting to set things on fire be a good trait to have as a bomber?
No, see, she enjoyed setting herself on fire.
The flames of chaos burn brightly, cousins.
Grief! You need to take all that fire and focus it on the enemy.
The beacon is lit. I am the light.
This is like the 5th time she's done this in a week.
My flaming visage shall show our resolve to our enemies.
All she had to do was drop bombs, and yet she did more damage to herself than to you all.
Oh my.
She sounds eccentric.
It was her engine layout, honestly. She had 4 engines, but only 2 props.
It was a cramped setup with poor ventilation, so she had a habit of spontaneously combusting. Pretty sure it drove her and her sisters to insanity.
I mean, my military would have ordered 10,000 based on that track record.
Anyone else want to join in?
Like I said, I'd rather not speak ill of the dead, but there was one girl who drove me absolutely mad. Her name was Botha.
I'm tired. I want to go home.
Botha, have you even spotted anything yet? You're supposed to be scouting.
I don't know. I can't see anything.
It's not hard. Just look around.
Maybe in that direction.
What do you mean, maybe?
Dunno. Tired. Gonna take a nap.
A nap? You can't nap in mid-flight. She was underpowered, so she was always tired and had very bad handling characteristics. I'm not sure she ever even enjoyed flying. They tried having her scout, but she had poor visibility, so she was terrible at it. Then they used her for training new pilots. A lot of her sisters crashed from sheer laziness.
Sounds like a joyous experience.
I thought I would suffer an aneurysm before it was over.
Well, honestly, most of our bad eggs never left the prototype stage. Some called Buffy bad.
Hey, I slayed those commies.
That was only because she was overloaded from all that Navy equipment. She was a perfectly stable plane otherwise and a decent fighter.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Zero.
I scared you once. That was enough.
Exactly. She did extremely well in Finland, so she was hardly a bad egg. But there was one I heard stories about. Corsair probably knows more.
Need me for something?
Eve.
Zero, please. I'm not going to hurt you.
Yet,
Corsair, do you remember Seamew?
Oh God, yes. Unfortunately,
What was wrong with her?
everything.
I don't know about this, guys.
It's a catapult, hun. It just throws you forward. All you gotta do is fly.
I don't think I can do that.
Sure you can.
No, I can't. It's scary.
Seriously?
Scary.
We just need you to scout the enemy. You'll be fine.
No, too scary. I'm not looking at them and then they can't see me.
How did you even get stationed out here? She couldn't fly right. She could barely take off. And even then, she couldn't spot nearly as well as the biplane she was supposed to replace.
Yeah, that's about what I heard. Thanks, Corsair.
Anytime, Mussy.
well, I guess it's my turn.
I mean, we've already met Oka.
The sweet embrace of death is the final goal of all.
I concede it's hard to get worse than a literal manned flying bomb, but I do have another I remember not so fondly.
Dare we ask you to explain?
Her name was Shun. It means violet cloud.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Unfortunately, it completely oversells her.
Zero, she's on my tail. Help.
Drop your float.
I can't.
What? Why?
I never tried it in flight. It won't work.
Shun, she's a Hellcat. You can't outmaneuver her.
Guess I'll die.
Seriously? She was supposed to be able to retract her stabilizing floats, but that never worked. She was supposed to be able to drop her primary float, but that also never worked. She and her sisters were sitting ducks.
A shame. Seems like she could have been better if there had been more time.
Her entry to service was definitely rushed. She just wasn't ready.
Poor girl.
I guess we should be grateful we all turned out so well.
If nothing else, we lasted long enough to talk about our fallen cousins.
In that case, ladies, how about we share a drink and toast to the fallen?
Wait, we're planes. We drink.
I mean, we talk, so
I could go for a shot of oil.
That does sound nice.
Here's to those who couldn't be here.
May they never be forgotten.